Crafter Kids. Thank you for purchasing your Boredom Buster bags. Today's video, I'm going to walk you through how to make the first day of school sign. I'm going to walk you through each step, so make sure you get this craft out. This is the first day of school sign. And I'm just going to remind you that this is a video, so if I'm talking too fast or you missed a step, go ahead and hit pause. You can rewind, you can fast forward, but I'm going to walk you through step by step. All right, so in your kit for your first day of school poster sign, you're going to get a blank sheet of black paper. You're going to get either a girl or boy and a whole bunch of accessories that you're going to color and put on here, but that'll be the last step. And we'll have a whole bunch of circle cutouts and triangle cutouts. And the first step that I like to do is lay everything out how it's supposed to be. And I'll show you how that is. So I'm going to start at the top with Infinity Crafts. Mine says Infinity Crafts, but yours will have your name. And then it's going to be the first day of, and then the grade. And then I have these little banners that are going to go in the corner. And then at the bottom, we're going to put what I want to be when I grow up. And that's what we're going to be decorating the little boy or little girl with all the accessories. But that'll be, like I said, kind of the last step. And I have the date. And it says, I am years old, my school. And then over here, we're going to put my favorite. We have my favorite food, my favorite activity, and my favorite color. Yours will still be white when it comes out of the kit. I got a little excited and I already colored mine pink because that's my favorite color. And so you can see I colored it pink. I could have wrote pink. Just like for the food, if you want to draw your favorite food or write what your favorite food is, you can. Same with the activity. The date is probably going to be September 8th. That's the first day of school. If you need help with that, definitely ask mom or dad or whoever's helping you with these crafts. I am blank years old. You're just going to write how old you are. My school, you can either draw a picture of what your school looks like or you can write what school you're going to. And then especially up here with the grade, you're going to put what grade you're going into. If it's 3, you can either draw the number 3 or you can write out the 3. And you can definitely color the banners, color behind everything. That's kind of the first step, is we're going to lay it out and then we're going to write in and color everything. And you want to make sure that your circles are on the side so you have enough room to put either the boy or girl in the middle. I'm just going to layer that up right now. And I'm going to get coloring and writing in and filling all my information. I'm just going to remind you that this is a video, so if I'm going too fast and you didn't hear my directions, you can pause it and you can rewind it a little, or you can pause it after each step and then continue on. So I'm going to color and I'm going to fill everything in. So Infinity Crafts, which will be your name, first day of, and grade. Which grade should I go in? I'm gonna just kind of take a cue from my son who's going into grade 3. So I can either write out the number 3 or I can write that I'm going into grade 3. I'm not really going into grade 3, but you know how that goes. And then the date, I'm gonna pick a different color. I'm going to write September 8th just because that's when my son's first day of school is. So I'm going to go September 8, 21. And like you could do the same thing with your grade. You can either draw the number that you are or write it out. I'm going to say 8. But you put whatever number you are in there. Like I said, my son is 8, so that's why I wrote 8. I'm not really 8. And then my school, I'm just going to draw a school here. You can write out the name of your school. Don't mind my drawing skills. And my son will be at Tremblay. So I could just write that under it if you want to draw and then write, or if you only want to draw, it's up to you. My favorite food, I think I'll draw a pizza because I love pizza. So I'm just going to draw a circle up here. I'm going to color it in with yellow for the cheese. I guess I should put a little bit of red in there for the sauce maybe. And I'm going to use different red for some pepperoni because I like pepperoni on mine. I think I'll even add some olives because my favorite is pepperoni and olives. And then I can just write pizza. And my favorite activity, well, I'm going to write crafting, of course. Or you can draw it as well. And then my favorite color, I already colored it in pink, but that's definitely my favorite color. You can just color the color in there if you want. You can write it as well. And then I'm gonna color everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll fast forward me coloring because I don't think you need to see me do all of that part. But that's what I'm gonna do, is just kind of color. Okay, so now I got most of the coloring done. You can see on my circles that I just kind of colored the outline, and I did that for these up here. And I have a rectangle and a circle left, and I'll show you how I outline that because I kind of like how the colors around it make it pop. But remember, this is your craft, so you can color it however you want. You can pick whatever colors out of the crayon box that you would like to color, and it's all how you like it, because this back to school sign is all about you. I'm just gonna move this over and I'll show you how I did colored around the circle and the rectangle. And you might want to have a piece of paper under it. I have my nonstick mat so it's easy to clean, because you will kind of color off the edge and you don't want to color on anything that is not going to be nice to clean. So we'll start with the rectangle. Like I said, mine says Infinity Crafts, but yours will have your name. And I just am gonna color on the edges. Nothing perfect. This might be too light of a color to see. I'll pick a darker color for the circle. And then I do the edges. And I'm gonna do the top and the bottom. Like I said, this is, you might wanna have a piece of paper under it so you don't get a mess on the table or wherever you're crafting from. Not just so you don't have to clean up a mess, or when you're done, it's easier that way. So then there's that. Let me pick a darker color for this one so it's easier to see. And then for my circle, I do kind of just the same thing, but instead of a rectangle, I'm going around in a circle. And if you wanted to color the whole white circle in or the whole rectangles in, you feel free to do it. But I will say, like on my date one here, I put the date first and then I tried to color the whole thing and my crayon smudged a little bit. So just keep that in mind. If you do want to color the whole thing, your crayon might smudge if you wrote on it first. But there is my rectangle and my circle. So I'm going to stick these aside. Bring this back out and just make sure everything before I glue it is where I want it to be. You can see how the crown kind of makes those boxes pop. And then when we get to this stage and you have this part all colored, we're gonna glue it down. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my glue from my tool bag, because remember, we always want to put the cap back on because we're going to be using the glue throughout on our different crafts. It doesn't take a whole bunch of glue. We don't want it to be too gluey. And so then once you get this all done and we glue everything down, you can hold this up on the first day of school and your mom can take a picture, or even if, you know, if you get it a little after the first day, that's okay, but it's definitely fun to do this and then get a picture with it so you have it for memories later, how old you were, what grade you were going into. You know, us moms, we like these kind of things. I'm just going to continue to glue everything down. Go ahead and feel free to glue your stuff down with me if you have everything colored, or if you need to pause to color and catch back up, that's okay too. It doesn't take much glue. It's kind of nice having everything laid out. It's easier to glue things that way. I'm going to go on the other side. Okay, so now I got it all glued down. And now comes the fun part. So this last question down here is what I want to be when I grow up. I guess I put an exclamation point. It's not a question, but you get to pick which one you're going to decorate. I'm going to move this out of the way so we can see. So you had a whole bunch of different white kind of accessories in your kit that this came with. I'll just show some of them. So you're gonna kind of pick through here and dress your person up on maybe what you would like to be. We have lots of fun accessories. We have some sunglasses, we have some tools, there's a microphone, this is a telescope, and a microscope, and we have a little chef hat and a little whisk, and there's some sports balls, and there's different hats, like a baseball hat or a police hat. You know, here's a cowboy hat. There's another cowboy hat that has a star on it, so if you wanted to be like a sheriff. But here's also kind of a Mountie hat. Here's a little like fireman hat. We have some hockey sticks. We have a unicorn horn. We have a little crown. We have some dresses, a ballet outfit or a dance outfit. Like, we have some handcuffs too. So lots of little things you can try to dress your person up as. And just like with our plain sheet, I like to kind of pick what I'm gonna do and then color. So for my girl here, we'll make her a ballerina maybe. Why don't we make her a unicorn ballerina? Because why not? Maybe she could be holding a little wand. And if you didn't want a ballerina, we could put a dress. We have different shirts. It's really what you want to be. And if there's something here that we don't want, you know, you can, there's a blank piece of paper, you can cut out and color exactly what you want. And maybe for him, maybe he wants to be a chef. So we can put a little chef hat in that. We can turn this into a little chef coat. Or if he doesn't want to be a chef, we can put a little ball cap on him. There's like a stethoscope for a doctor. And we have lots of little tools, or we have a soccer ball and a basketball, some hockey sticks. Maybe he likes some sunglasses on. Anything. Your imagination is the limit, really. There's lots of different pieces. You'll notice some of them, like this little hat, has two pieces. So you'll color this piece, and then you can layer it together like that. And there's a few of those, like the soccer ball and the basketball are the same way. You have this ball piece, and then this piece that goes on top. Same with the basketball. You have, this would be orange for a basketball, and this part would be black, but it's your craft. You can do it however you want. There's bunny ears. She can even be a little bunny. He could be a little bunny. There's a microphone. Maybe he wants to be a rock star. Anything. You have a crown for a princess. But I think I'm going to stick with this little girl. And I kind of like her to be a dancer. Maybe I won't put the unicorn horn's kind of cute. The crown with the dance outfit's kind of cute. So once you kind of figure out what you want to decorate your person as, then you're going to pick that outfit, and then you're going to color it with your crayons. And then after we color it, we're going to glue it right in the middle of our sign. I'm going to start by coloring our little outfit here. And like I said, if there's something that I didn't cut out and you want something, feel free to draw it and color it and cut it out. Back in with maybe a darker color just to kind of go over those lines that are already there. Kind of the wrinkles in the skirt and the tutu. Straps. I like that. And mind you, the people, I have a blue and an orange, but the people you get in yours, they might be a different color, and that is okay. So then her wand. I'm gonna do yellow for the handle. I'm gonna do purple for the star. There's no right or wrong way to do this, or to decorate or dress them up. It's however you want to do it. Oh, and then my unicorn horn. These are flowers and leaves down there. I think for my horn I'm gonna draw some lines like this with a darker yellow here, just to kind of add some depth and dimension. And then I'm going to take a lighter yellow and color in between for my horn. I'm coloring a little fast. You could definitely take your time and color a lot nicer than I am. And some of these leaves, I'm just going to color this green. I might mix some greens. Not all these are the same color. And then I'm going to kind of just do an outline like that with a darker color for that flower. And then I'm going to do one over here like that. I'm just adding swirls to make a dimension so we can kind of tell that it's a flower. Same there. I'm just gonna color it in. If you want to color your flowers differently, definitely go ahead. This is your craft. If you don't even want to do the flowers or the unicorn, you don't have to. You get to pick exactly what you want. So then I'm going to glue. I'm going to glue my little wand first because it was at the back, and the dress will kind of go over it. So we glue the bottom layers first. And then I'll glue her dress on, or her ballet outfit, her tutu. Glue that on, and then we can glue the headpiece. And I'm only going to put glue at the bottom of the headpiece because it's kind of goes off the top of the head. I'm just going to put that like that. Just got to make sure I got to put my crown down a little bit, my unicorn horn. And like I said, you could do the same thing. If you're decorating the boy one, you would kind of pick out what you want. Are you a fireman or a police officer? And like there's different accessories. You would color that, glue it on the same way I just did that. Let me bring this back out. So then I'm gonna line my person up here. My horn kind of goes up in there, but that's okay, because you can still read it and see what the number is. Just going to put some glue on the back of this. And then we're going to glue it down. Just like that. And now it's complete. Hope you had fun making this one.